Top of the morning and welcome back, my LLs, my Labari listeners, my fellow real estate enthusiasts, and my fellow real estate investors. Welcome back to another episode of the Labari Real Estate Podcast, the show where we break down the strategies, the mindset, and the moves that you need to build wealth, create freedom, and live life on your terms through apartment investing. I'm your host, Jason Lubari Olds, and today we're diving into something that is commonly known as the law of the first deal. Now, if you've been studying multifamily investing for a while, reading the books, listening to podcasts like this one, analyzing deals, you've probably heard some version of this law before. But today, I want to dig into why your first deal is the most important deal you'll ever do, and how it acts like a domino that knocks over every other obstacle in your way, and exactly what you need to focus on to make it happen. If you're sitting there thinking, yeah, but I haven't even found my first deal yet, then this episode is for you. And if you have done your first deal already, I want you to use this as a reminder of the power you hold and how to leverage that momentum for your second, third, and 10th deal. Okay, so what is the law of the first deal? The law of the first deal is simple. Once you close your first multifamily deal, the second deal comes faster, easier, and often bigger. Why? Because your first deal changes your identity. You go from aspiring investor to active investor. You're no longer just someone who talks about real estate. You're someone who does real estate. And that shift changes the way you see yourself and the way others see you as well. Brokers begin to take you more seriously. Lenders return your calls faster. Other investors start asking if they can partner with you. And most importantly, you start to believe on a deep level that you can do this again and again and again. Think of it like a video game. The first level feels hard. You're figuring out the controls. You don't know all the hidden traps and all the hidden stages or all the Easter eggs. But once you beat the first level, you unlock skills, you unlock shortcuts, and confidence that makes the next level smoother. In multifamily real estate, your first deal is that first level. And once you've done it, you'll be shocked at how much easier the next one feels. Okay, now let's talk about why the first deal is going to feel the hardest. Now let's be real, as we always are. The first deal is the hardest. And here are a few reasons why. Number one, you don't have a track record yet. Brokers, sellers, and lenders don't know if you can actually close. They hear a lot of big talk from new investors, but until you've done it, you're just another voice in the crowd. Two, your own self-doubt. You haven't proven it to yourself yet. Even if you've read every investing book out there, there's still a voice in your head whispering, what if this doesn't work? Number three, information overload. It's like drinking through a fire hose, okay? You're learning underwriting, market analysis, financing structures, investor relations. And that it's a lot of information at once. It really is like drinking through a fire hose. But to get past that one, here's something I did. You just keep drinking from the fire hose. And over time, you start to absorb more and more of it because it's the same information over and over again, and you get to understand it little by little. Okay, but anyway, number 4, network limitations. You might not have the broker relationships or the private investors lined up yet, so every connection is being built from scratch. It's like trying to push a giant flywheel. At first, it takes all of your effort just to get moving. But once it's spinning, the momentum starts working for you. Now, this is the point where it feels like everything starts to change. Right? So here's where the law of the first deal kicks in. Once you've got that first deal under your belt, brokers trust you. They've seen that you close, or that you can close. Now, instead of sending you the leftovers, they send you real opportunities, sometimes before they hit the market. Investors trust you. You can show them a track record, photos, financials, updates from a deal you actually own, and that credibility is gold when raising capital. And now, one of the biggest things is that you trust yourself. You faced your own fear. You've navigated the unknowns and came out on the other side. And that confidence makes you move faster on the next opportunity. And then lastly, at this point, you have systems in place. Whether that's your underwriting model, your property management contracts, or your due diligence checklist. You're no longer reinventing the wheel every time. And the leap from 0 to 1 deal feels massive. But the leap from 1 to 2 feels more like a hop. So now let's focus on what to focus on to get your first deal done. Okay? So if the first deal is the key, how do you actually make it happen? Here are 4 things to laser your focus in on. Pick your buy box. For the love of everything, pick your buy box. Get crystal clear on your target property size, their target property location, how you want to operate it, your business plan, because the clearer you are, the faster you'll spot opportunities. Stop trying to hit your 100-meter target with a shotgun. Okay? Use a rifle. It's going to be a lot easier. And here's a big one. Underwrite relentlessly. Make underwriting a daily habit. The more deals you run numbers on, the faster you'll recognize a good one. And it's just like what Grant Cardone says. It's going to take you about 100 deals. You underwrite 100 deals, you'll probably find 10 good ones. And of those 10 good ones, you'll probably make an offer on them, and then, maybe get an LOI accepted of 1 or 2. But that's a realistic amount of effort that you're going to have to put in for your first deal. Also, you want to make sure that you build relationships before you need them. Keyword, before. Don't wait until you have a deal to start talking to brokers, lenders, and potential investors. Build those bridges now. And then also be willing to partner. If the choice is between doing a deal with a smaller slice of the pie or waiting years to do one on your own, take the smaller slice. The experience is worth more than the profit on that first deal. And sometimes it's better to have 1% of something huge than 100% of something small. Now, let me give you a real life example of our first deal. So, when we were chasing our first deal, we looked at, I believe our magic number was 76. We underwrote 76 properties before we found a good one, and that was Cielo Vista. We toured a bunch of them, and we got told no plenty of times. In the beginning, I was definitely nervous about talking to brokers because I'm an introvert. I don't like getting out of my shell too often. All right, and I was hesitant about making offers because I was afraid of making a mistake. But when we finally closed on Cielo Vista, something shifted. It was just ridiculous. The next time I called a broker, they remembered me. The whole firm remembered me. The next time I met an investor, I could talk about a property that I actually owned, not just a property that I dreamed I had or had a dream of owning. And that credibility opened doors that I couldn't have ever seen before. And here's the kicker. Now, deal flow is crazy. Deals get sent to us all the time. When we call brokers, they answer or get back to us quickly. We have no problem connecting with other people, and it's easier for us to find money and investors now. It's like the snowball effect. Once the snowball starts rolling, it picks up speed, right? Your network grows, your deal flow improves, and your confidence skyrockets. And this is why I tell new investors, your number one job is to get that first deal done. Don't get distracted by trying to find the perfect property or the perfect timing, because perfection is the enemy of momentum. You can't steer a parked car. You've got to start driving, even if it's not the smoothest ride at first. So, here's some homework for you if you haven't done your first deal yet. Number 1, set a 90-day goal. Make it your mission to either get a property under contract or at least submit a set number of offers within the next 3 months. Number 2, talk to 3 brokers this week. Call them, introduce yourself, and tell them exactly what you're looking for. And then follow up consistently. Number 3, underwrite 5 deals this week. Even if they're duds, practice the muscle. Run those numbers and get them as close as you can to accurate and realistic. And finally, number 4, find one potential partner or mentor. Someone who's been there and done it, who you can learn from and possibly work with. Small, consistent actions add up, and they bring that first deal closer than you think. Well, that brings us to my favorite part of the podcast, where we talk about what real estate can do for you. And boy, do I have a lot, because I understand that last week, I didn't have an episode, and there's no excuses for that. But I will tell you what I was doing, though. I was taking my son back to the island. So we finished off a fantastic month with my boy. We had a lot of fun. We went to Busch Gardens. I think I already told you guys my mom was out here, took her into DC. We went to Virginia Beach and just had a blast the whole time, the entire time. And there's just so much happening right now. It's ridiculous. So celebrating one of my good friends' birthdays. She's like a sister to me. Happy birthday, Polly. Love you, girl. And wow, we had a good time for her events. I couldn't make it to all of them, but I was there in spirit and wished her well. What else? Ooh, my bike is finally in the shop. Ooh, man, I cannot wait until she gets back. So it costs a pretty penny. I'm not happy about that, but that's my baby. It's worth it. So she's getting an engine replacement, full exhaust system, 2 new tires, and I'm going to be back on the road by the end of the season, just in time for 2 group rides, one on the 7th and one on the 30th. So I'm going to enjoy that with my friends and just have a good time. And as of right now, I mean, that's all I got to share. I'm pretty sure I left out a couple details, but it's been a fun month. August has been full. Oh, my AC is finally getting fixed. Oh, I cannot wait because it's still hot. It's still hot. Even as I'm recording right now, I'm sweating. But it's all worth it for you guys. It's all worth it. And that's all I got to share. But anyway, I want you guys to remember that the law of the first deal isn't magic. Okay? It's momentum. It's proof of concept. It's the turning point where you go from inspiring or aspiring to active. If you're in the trenches right now, I want you to keep going. Every conversation, every underwriting rep, every property tour is pushing that flywheel. And when it moves fast. And if you've already got your first deal done, congratulations. I love seeing it. Now, I need you to go use that momentum to lock in your second. We got this. And speaking of locking in your second deal, FNB, Friday Night Billionaires, we have just been awarded our second deal. All right, so we are waiting for a signed LOI, and it's crazy. Just that law of the first deal. This is why I'm speaking about it today, because everything is just lining up with this one. Like, it almost effortlessly. Said we got the money lined up. The brokers, they were fighting for us to get awarded the deal because they knew that we can close. So, yeah. Keep pushing, everyone. Keep pushing. All right. That's it for today, everyone. This has been the Lubari Real Estate Podcast. If you found value in today's episode, share it with a fellow investor who needs that extra push to get their first deal done. All right? And until next time, keep learning, keep building, and keep moving forward. I love you all, and be blessed.